Hello, welcome to the ghost town of Thistle, Utah, at least what's left of it anyway. Here there are a couple old foundations from the houses that were once here. There's only about 40 houses, well, 40 houses to begin with. Now there's obviously a lot less. There's only about 4 or 5 that I could see that are still above ground. The rest were washed away in a landslide, in fact one of the worst landslides in history. Even though this town was small, there was a lot of other areas in this canyon that were affected by the landslide. In fact, it cost about $200 million back in 1983 to repair the damage that was caused by the landslide. So I showed you a couple of houses there to begin with. I'm just going to walk around here and explore. There's a couple more houses I saw in the distance, and we'll kind of get closer to them here. But anyway, because you can see, it almost seems like there wasn't even a town here. It's very desolate basically, but as you walk through these trees and stuff, you'll be surprised at what you'll see. A couple roofs and old parts of houses and things. So we're gonna head this way and walk around and see what we can see. Walking through some of the brush, we came across this house that's almost completely submerged in the ground. There's water going into it on the other side and water coming out right here. I don't know how deep the water is underneath it. It could just be a small stream with dirt, but as you look on the other side here, that's where the water's coming in at. So interesting thing to see here. We're going to keep going and see what else we can find. Okay, we're up here on the other side of the hill, on the other side of the road, just giving you a bigger or higher up view of the area. And then we're going to head out that way here in just a second. But yeah, this was all a big town at one time, and now it's just a very uneven area with tons of trees, a creek going through it. In fact, what's actually crazy is this area was a lake when the flood had come down. It clogged up the Spanish Fork River and made this massive area a huge lake. Here we are across the road, just found another house. Looks like this may have been some farmland here. There's a couple sheds to the left of it, which I'll show you here in a second. When the water's lower, you could actually walk inside the house, but it's about 6.5 feet deep right now. I'm not even going to attempt it. Pretty gross water as it is. But here I'll kind of show you around, and then we'll head around just the little sheds on this side. This swamp area is pretty far up. It goes that way about 50 feet, and then it heads this way about to my left about 100 feet. So decent sized swamp area. What used to be someone's land. As you can see there in the bushes to my left as I'm walking, you can see either another house or just a shed. I think it's just a shed. And just off here off the main road. Here just north of the old town, there's this plaque that just kind of explains a little bit about what happened and some pictures. Of course, it's almost worn away. This is the only part that's left. The rest of these are all blank. So this is the last one. It has some pictures that are almost faded and some information that you can't read anymore. Just wanted to stop by here real quick and show you this, and then we're going to head a little bit further up, see if we can find some more stuff. This house was further up the hill, so it wasn't affected by the landslide as much. It was just abandoned since the rest of the town was abandoned as well. As you can see, it's just the whole roof's almost collapsed in. The floor is gone. It's got a small cellar underneath it, and it's pretty much showing now since the floorboards have all been collapsed and everything else. Here's kind of a side view inside. I'll kind of walk around the house and just show you what it looks like when a house has been completely gutted. This would have been a cool place to live because if you can see, it's kind of a nice view up here on this hillside. It overlooks this valley. There's a house out there in the distance. It's also abandoned, but we didn't head out there, so I had a fence around it. Yeah, this is the city of Thistle. Up there ahead of me as well, I believe, is where the landslide came in originally. Hey guys, thanks for watching.